Shalom, friends. Imagine standing at the edge of an impossible situation. Behind you, everything you fear, and ahead of you, the unimaginable. And then, miraculously, the sea splits open. Welcome to one of the most dramatic moments in the Torah's history, Parshat B'Shalach. B'Shalach means when he sent them out. We finally leave Egypt, but Pharaoh chases us to the Sea of Reeds. We're trapped. Moses raises his staff, and the sea splits in two. We walk through on dry land. The waters crash down on the Egyptian army, and Miriam leads the Israelites in song and dance. We are free. The first spiritual lesson we can learn from Parshat B'Shalach is sometimes you have to walk into the sea before it splits. The Midrash teaches that Nachshon ben Aminadav walked into the sea water all the way up to his neck before the miracle happened. Faith means taking the first step even when we can't quite see the path. How can we bring this spiritual message into our daily lives? We don't wait for certainty before we act. We take the brave first step into our fears, our challenges, and our dreams. We trust that when we move forward with courage, the way will open before us. Spiritual lesson number 2. The Israelites keep looking back at Egypt with nostalgia, complaining about leaving. They forget their suffering and romanticize their slavery. Liberation requires releasing our attachment to the familiar, even when it's scary for us to go forward. How can we live this in our daily lives? We can catch ourselves when we glorify the past. The relationships that weren't good for us, the dead-end jobs, the old versions of ourselves. We can honor the lessons, but we don't go back. We keep our eyes forward towards possibility. And spiritual lesson number 3, Miriam doesn't wait to celebrate. The moment we cross the sea, she grabs her tambourine and she leads the women in song and dance. She teaches us that acknowledging miracles is sacred work. How can we bring this spiritual practice into our lives? We can pause and celebrate our breakthroughs, big and small. We don't rush past our victories to the next challenge. We dance and sing and mark that moment. Gratitude and joy are spiritual practices. Friends, the splitting of the sea wasn't just a miracle for our ancestors, it's a template for our lives today. Every one of us at times faces impossible seas. Every one of us has to choose, stay stuck or step forward. The miracle doesn't happen before we move, it happens because we move. This week, can we look around in our lives and see what is blocking us? What impossible situation seems to be facing us? And then can we take small, courageous steps forward, even if we can't see the final destination? And can we celebrate our progress? Can we dance like Miriam? Can we acknowledge the miracles that we bring to fruition in our own lives? The sea is waiting to open for us. Our song is waiting to be sung. So let's go. I wish you a Shavua Tov, a sweet and wonderful week. Thank you for learning with me, Rabbi Rader of the Neshamah Institute in Boca Raton, Florida.